You see, this video is actually going to be reaction and the discussion of Boruto Next Generation episode 250. The animation actually. Oh. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that kid. So obviously this episode happens before the last one. So were you friends whenever he lived with the Funato? Oh. Yep. Ooh, yeah. The point of this episode. So obvious. We each have to play our parts. So that clearly enough is a Genkai of sorts, right? So okay, doesn't matter. Maybe they will explain it. Okay, this is Funamushi's wife, I guess. I really thought that she was in a much better condition. Oh, okay, wow. Things are going bad. I thought they were going very well. I guess everything failed whenever Funamushi and Tenma lost their lives. Right, so your strategy. Oh, seems like only this guy is actually thinking logically. Obviously, if I don't really know their powers, I know that the spear obviously is special. So it's about revenge. Yep, there we go. Whoa. By the way, I'll be crying because allergies. Sadly, that's something I literally physically can't do anything about. Yeah, I get it. You regret that. I guess he really did care about Tenma. Oh, wow, and the spear? Oh, harpoon. So he controls it. I really wonder about the origin of these weapons. Oh, a nice statue. Oh, let me guess. He lost it to Chojiro? No, he actually is right. A kid really shouldn't be on the battlefield. Ice style. I wonder who actually has ice style. Oh, wow. And obviously enough he comes back here. Or maybe he brought her to wherever he is. Is she alive though? I don't know. Then again, we'll see. This guy looks like a blobfish. Is that the name of the fish? I think so, right? I don't know. So was Funamushi a family friend? Oh. Yeah. I mean, we know it's Boruto, but okay, anyway. I wonder whether I would have appreciated this episode being before the last one. I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's fine, especially if it's just one out of order. Wow, really? Obviously, I don't blame him for hating Boruto. Then again, she should be hating more than just Boruto, but hey. Well, Boruto was kind of a key player, but anyway. Yeah, the animation is very appreciated in this episode. I don't know whether he's gonna take that well. Yeah, obviously. Ooh, chosen one? Izikata perhaps Otsutsuki level? Who knows? That would be interesting if he actually is. I doubt it, but it would be interesting to see. Wow. He actually is trying to guilt him into it. Wow. Wow. What a horrible thing to say to your sibling. Oh, of course. I really hate that my nose is killing me, but sadly that's what happens in 3 months of the year and I can't do anything about it, literally anything. Wow. Dedication. I really am happy that they actually took care of him, especially because of what this arc is doing. Oh, that seems like a dumb idea. Oh wow, the wound reopened immediately. Or maybe she is done for anyway. I mean, they said she's not recovering anyhow. They're gonna kill her and she'll awaken just so that she can die. Wow, okay, wow. Facial expression. Okay, you have to win. Yeah. At the very least, my allergies are kind of playing into the reaction, I suppose, for this moment. Oh, that is something. He's doing the right thing. Although I have the feeling. Okay, well, Ikada and Boruto are fighting. That's why I hope Ikada is super broken, like Tail Beast level, at the very least. Come on, do it, just for the fun of it. Yeah, yes. Well, now that this whole episode has been pretty much setting up Ikada to fight alongside his family, is Ikada actually gonna fight with his family? Because this whole episode has been everyone literally trying to ruin him, telling him that, oh, alright, he doesn't have the marks, right? Yeah, he's asking, yeah. Said pretty much what happened in the last episode. That's an interesting thing you're saying. I wonder whether Chojiro's gonna agree. Okay, being reasonable, searching for peace. Why did you try to hype up Ikara to fight though? Okay, Ikara. Yeah. Giving up on his last stream. Alright. Let's see what is his power. Did time stop? I think he actually just stopped the ocean. He can just... Okay. And there are the gills. Oh. Seems like he's determined. Have you? We'll see. It depends on how powerful he is. Well, excluding the fact that I'm fighting to live against my allergies, I actually really enjoyed this episode. I really am sad that pretty much that's how things are gonna be most of the time for a month or two. And I can't do anything about it. But overall, the episode was great. Actually, amazing, I would say, even. This is where I want things to go. And you know what? If this is able to deliver on the same level as the deep arc, then I am absolutely satisfied. Because that's actually one of my personally favorite arcs in the show. The reason I really enjoy the deep arc as much as I do is because it played on Boruto's strengths. Yeah, the show I mean. Where I would say that the things that Boruto has, which Naruto Shippuden and Naruto in personal opinion didn't have, they had just glimpses of it, but I believe Boruto has it way more. And sadly enough, it has recently felt that they are really going into the direction of Naruto Shippuden and Naruto, which is very much so worrying. And what I'm talking about is teamwork, where I actually do care about this Team 7. And if any of them ever pulled up a Sasuke or did a Sasuke where they left for any sort of reason, I would actually care and I would actually want that person to come back. I'm not saying that Sasuke didn't feel that way, but I definitely will say that this Team 7 is much closer than the last one. They're much closer in strength, they're much closer as in actually caring about each other, wanting to be stronger. There's just so much. The relationship is kind of incomparable and it's kind of sad. And I would say that's just both, even Mitsuki and Sarada, because I believe that Deepak did a great job where he said that he would sacrifice himself to save both of them. And I do believe that Mitsuki does believe that. But anyhow, I can have a whole discussion about that. But overall, I'm very much so excited because I want Team 7 to work together. And I just really love the power of friendship and everyone working together. However, I didn't get enough of that in Naruto. I know, what a ridiculous thing to say. But I actually do believe that Naruto could have done much more with many of its characters. Mostly, it could have done much more with the relationship between Team 7 as a whole. I would say that the best relationship that was done was Kakashi with his team, and not so much so the teammates with each other. But anyway, that's just the whole thing I can talk about. But overall, I am really excited because I want to see Team 7, this one, which I guess Kawaki is now a part of it. Konohamaru is gone, we are switching him with Kawaki. I want to see all of them struggle together, learn lessons together, obviously, do some awesome teamwork, which that would be very interesting to see this version of Team 7 fight Ikada, who can control the sea? Is that his power? The thing is, we have absolutely no clue what the Funato can really do. We know that Seirin had some special dark mist jutsu. She had the cool weapon. Obviously, her brother also has a weapon. Maybe one was of the father and the other was of her mother, which we also got the backstory on the Funato. This episode overall was very good for other reasons than what I was talking about. I was honestly just wanted to mention the fact that I'm very excited about this arc precisely because it's gonna give the entirety of Team 7 and also probably other characters the opportunity to work together, improve, and shine. Because sadly enough, only two characters have karma. And I really don't want Naruto Shippuden ending where only Kawaki and Boruto are gonna matter. Because yes, the fight at the very end of Naruto Shippuden was amazing. However, I feel disappointed that Kakashi and Sakura didn't get to participate in any sort of way or manner. I understand why it was done. I just really hate it. I get that was the story of Naruto and Sasuke. Even though the show was called just Naruto. But I do want Boruto to do things differently, where the whole team is gonna matter at the very least. I would like it if also Team Inoshikucho can participate, or maybe even the other teams, but I think I'm being very optimistic if I say something like that. But overall, I just want more focus on the team as a whole, not just Boruto and Kawaki. Which I believe this arc has been doing a good job, where obviously Mitsuki and Kawaki have been bonding. And by bonding, I mean even communicating, which is bonding. Just in general, for Mitsuki to communicate with everyone, I instantly consider that character development, because Mitsuki is Mitsuki and he cares only about one thing in the world. So any sort of deviation for him is insane character development and bonding with another character. But anyhow, Anyway, I'm commenting way too much on Team 7 and my overall opinions of Dark. Let's just focus on this episode. Yeah. So, definitely appreciate giving me an actual understanding to why these people were fighting. We don't know why this fight began, but in a way I feel like that's actually even better. Really? Would it be better? I mean, we know that now, in a way, the father is fighting because he wants to actually avenge everyone that was still alive. We know that the oldest brother wants to actually make peace because he wants to protect the people that he has with him now. And obviously he doesn't want any more loss of life, and he believes that they're just gonna lose. Which makes enough sense, he's probably right. But I really do appreciate that, obviously enough. I mean, I can talk about Ikada and why he chose to do what he did at the end, but I'll talk about him in a second. I really do appreciate the backstory we got with Harumi. One thing I would have appreciated more is if they actually gave me the flashback in a different episode, because I'm hoping that we're not done with developing the Funato. I don't think we are, but I mean, I don't know, it depends. I really don't know. Would have appreciated the flashback more if it was in a different episode, probably depending on how it was handled, but what is important is that I definitely understand why Arumi, right? That's his name? I don't know, the names. I'm gonna learn them depending on how long the arc actually goes. Where I was going with everything is that I understand why the father actually really does want revenge. One curious thing, the one that actually took his wife, was he an ice-style user? Because ice-style is a Genkai. Pretty positive Chojuro doesn't have it, otherwise we would have been shown it. Can they reveal that Chojuro has an ice-style? Would that ruin things? I wouldn't say so, he just didn't use it in the war arc. Yeah, maybe he didn't master it, they can give whatever excuse they want. I do think that would be better if it was personally Chojuro responsible for the death of Arumi's wife, which, once again, her being nice, I wonder whether they're gonna try to pull off something where she actually can be saved. I hope not, but hey, we'll see. The father has a very good reason to want revenge. Except the fact that I don't think he really should have had his wife there, especially with his kid, but hey, I don't know the context. And in a way, even though I do question why his wife was there with his kid, it might be better for the arc if they never actually give us the reason to why this fight has even begun, because it even feeds more to the message of they don't even remember why this conflict began. But I do think they're gonna talk about it more, mostly with the thing of them being the pirates, wanting their seas, wanting their freedom, obviously the whole arc being about the scientific ninja tool that can control the weather and that taking the connection away from the sea. So I'm assuming it's something cultural, and obviously there's a lot of revenge included in that, at least now. But hey, we'll see. Maybe we'll get more on the Funato, I hope we do. I don't know how much more, and I don't know how long I want this arc to continue, but we're said and gone, and now let's just move to that. That leaves only 2 more, or 3 more if we count Hikara, and obviously Isari, I believe is the name of the oldest brother. He wants to make peace, which I really wonder what Chojuro is gonna say to that, because he really doesn't need to agree, he can obliterate them in time. But who knows, maybe he will choose peace. But even if he did choose peace, I am almost 100% positive, considering how much the father was built up, at least when it comes to reputation, that even if, let's say 50% follow Isari, the other 50 are gonna fight regardless. And there are so many things that made Hikara want to fight as well, which, yeah, let's just talk about that. The whole episode, which was focusing on Hikara, he pretty much was the main character in this episode, which was a good decision in personal opinion. They really should have done that, especially if they're building up to Boruto Hikara fight, which, good decision, good episode. Did I mention that I love this episode when it comes to animation, its message, just overall giving me I was going to say a perspective? Sure. A viewpoint of the anime? Yeah, definitely. From the woman that was crying about her husband actually dying in the fight against the hidden mist. And Ikada just working on the wood and the woman standing there, and we see just the tears drop. We don't even see her face. Yep. Very good. And also the oldest brother talking to his to Ikada, telling him that he wants his sister to get better only so that he won't have to fight. And on top of everything, right after that conversation, his sister dies and says that she always believed in him and wanted him to fight. And yeah, I understand why Ikada broke. Like, especially since he's a character with which we haven't spent that much time. And now after this, I do appreciate the episodes we got with him. I do appreciate them way more. The reason I mentioned the deep arc at the beginning is because it actually started to give me the same feelings, where it started very slow and certain episodes I thought were bad. However, in hindsight, right? That's what I want to say? I think so. The future episodes recontextualized previous ones to be way better. And with this episode, giving us more on Ikada, and depending on what role Ikada is gonna play, which I hope it's a ginormous one, because it kinda has to be. The episode specifically where him and Boruto were traveling on the small boat feels so much more needed, it's actually kinda ridiculous. But anyway. Yeah, Ikada. Yep, I would have broken as well. Like, at that point, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I think it would have been ridiculous to say that he wouldn't want to fight. And obviously not doing the symbolic thing of destroying the boat that he wants to build in the future. And choosing this path for his family. And unlocking what seemed like the power to control water on a different level, I suppose? Because originally when he jumped in the water and all the water stopped, the ocean stopped moving, I thought maybe they did that just visually so that maybe he changes very quickly, time is stopped overall. But then they showed the father and the other guy, the wolfish guy. So I think he kind of just stopped the ocean in general whenever he jumped in the water. So yeah, we'll see what's the power of the water dragon, whatever that is. Because they did mention that's the name of their Kwan or something like that. So maybe Ikara can he actually turn into some sort of beast? Have we seen something like that? I mean, we have. Maybe they have something with Sage energy. Because Jugo's Kwan had the Genkai that allowed them to pretty much create the curse mark and stuff, but made them all go berserk. Maybe the Funato have something similar, however it's way more controlled. Actually, that would make a lot of sense, like a ridiculous amount of sense, precisely because their bodies are also changing. Their bodies, whenever they become more powerful, their bodies also take physical changes of some sort of aquatic creature, with the gills and, in Ikara's case, plus the zipped hands and gills now. And also there seems to be some sort of mental state that is necessary in order to enter that. Yeah, now, you know what, I haven't heard anyone talk about that, but that's an interesting thing. I would love it if they tie it to Sage Jutsu in some sort of way. I don't think they need to, because this is a magical world where there is magical creatures, there is obviously enough chakra, there's plenty of things in which they can explain it, or maybe even say that it's just completely new, that no one knows about it. But I think it would be cool if they can maybe tie it to Sage mode. Then again, if they tie it to that, would Ikara be powerful enough to deal with Boruto? Perhaps, actually, perhaps. But anyway, it is irrelevant. What is relevant is that they can do a lot with this arc. And these two episodes have definitely kind of, I would say, put it on the right path. I mean, I don't really want to say that, because I feel like the arc had a strong beginning. Now it has a very strong continuation with these. I don't know when it's gonna end. I really do follow the sentiment of many people where this arc has been very much so up and down. It's gonna give me an amazing episode, a decent episode, a horrible episode, a mediocre episode, then an amazing one again. It's very inconsistent, but that is fine if they explain inconsistencies later, or maybe some decisions, like as I said, the episode where Ikara and Boruto were spending a lot of time together. If this entire arc is building up to Boruto against Ikada, that episode is kind of necessary. But anyway, I talked way too much. I really enjoyed this episode and I'm absolutely looking forward to the next one. There's very much out there, and bye.